Now we got the power, sum it up in extra.
Hi, I'm Jason.
I'm Brian.
And welcome back to Werk Room Weekly. We're back, episode 2 of Drag Race Philippines' Slaysian Royale.
Mabuhay.
Mabuhay. Guys, we gotta say first off, we have to thank you guys for all the love on the first episode. Clearly, you guys wanted to be on this ride with us for this franchise. So we're very excited to announce that we will be here every Wednesday recapping the entire season of Slaysian Royale. So
I'm hooked already.
It's really cool. It's like this episode, I was already sold, but like I'm fully on the train. I'm ready to go. We got to get into this because this episode is packed, as the first episode was. So we get back to the workroom following Madame Yoko's elimination. And Siam, who was the other top queen of the week, reveals that she had picked Something's lipstick because we're doing lipstick format. It kind of understandable because she said that she had bonded with Madame Yoko before. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's not, it's RuPaul's Drag Race, not RuPaul's Friend Race. And there was no Something One connection, but there seemed to be no hard feelings about it.
Yeah, which was fine. So I think it was very passable. And then we go into the next day, and Kiana shows up in her Miss Shutika sash and crown, our winner. And they quickly mention that she also won her mini and maxi challenge, the first one in her original season. But they said that was the only Ru badge that she won in her season. So hopefully we're not going to follow this.
I know, because right now Kiana is the one to beat.
Yes.
And of course, going into the mini challenge,
we know that she is going to be the one to beat. So Mama Pao comes into the workroom, which I got to give my flowers to her. She is so gorgeous. We didn't mention her last episode, but she is like obviously the queen of Philippines franchise. Looked gorgeous. She came in this beautiful like periwinkle off the shoulder with like floral pants. I feel like I'm so used to Ru's like Klein Epstein Parker suits that like seeing something of a semblance of different in the workroom is gorgeous. So
always
comes in and she explains that we're going into our mini challenge where the girls have to slip into quick drag first off into their coconut looks, but not coconut.
It's not coconut. Again, you're going to have to bleep us. I'm so sorry. It's co-nut.
Nut looks. Yes.
Which I guess is just sort of a trampy island girl.
Yeah, because like the girls, they come back for 15 minutes. A lot of them have like their Jimbo breastplates on. Like
it's bikini. This feels like, it's 2 a.m. at the all-inclusive resort.
Yeah.
And then they have to do a relay race on top of coconut shoes.
Yeah.
So this is a real, like, I got nerves as like, a little gay kid at gym class. I was like, someone's going to eat floor.
I was going to say, do you remember like back in gym class when they would have the cups with like the strings on them and you would like use them as stilts? It kind of reminded me of that. So they're like halved coconuts with strings attached. So the girls have to like waddle down around a stool.
Like horse hooves.
Yeah. So the girls are broken up into 3 groups. Group Ho and Group Nut, and they have to race each other in a preliminary round. So the 3 or 4 girls race, and then they go into a final round where we find our winner. So the girls, the first group, we got Bernie, Kitty Space, Suki Doll. Suki Doll ends up winning. She said her long legs gave her a great advantage.
The Canadian, North lady with her long legs.
Yeah, looked absolutely beautiful. And then Group Ho was Siam, Yuha, Arizona Brandy, Ivory Glaze, and Ivory Glaze ended up winning.
That's right. Also tall from Down Under.
Yeah, it was so funny. I think my favorite quick drag look probably in this was Yuha. She looked like a geriatric, like jazzercise instructor. I don't know what she was doing. She was also taking her sweet time in this competition, took the damn scenic route on her coconut shoes. So, yeah.
It's funny when the quick drag looks are as good as what the queen normally does. You're like, this could be your whole thing.
Yeah, she looked good. And then Group Nut, we had Kiana, Brigading, Vinyas, Something Wong, and Kiana ended up winning. By the end of this, her like breastplate had fully come out of her top, nips exposed, out. Clearly this is a full contact sport.
Kiana is like an athlete, and she doesn't have the height advantage, but still ends up winning and beating out the other 2 girls. And at this point, Kiana's won last week the mini challenge and the maxi challenge, and then the mini challenge again. It's a bit of a runaway season at this point.
It's Kiana domination, which I'm okay with. I mean, I'm Team Kiana, as everyone knows. So we go into our maxi challenge now, which the girls are going to be able to live their A-pop fantasy dreams in the girl group challenge.
That's right.
We get this in pretty much every franchise. So that means the girls are writing their own verses. They are doing their own choreography. And since Kiana won the mini challenge, she actually gets an advantage that's useful this episode, is she gets to break up the girls into two groups.
And what does she do? She picks all of the Filipino girls on her team and then leaves all of the international girls on the other team. This is a huge advantage.
Because, as we all know, all the Filipino girls know choreography. They're dancers. All the international girls are not that.
It happens to be just the worst luck ever.
Yeah.
And you know, the Philippines is known for karaoke.
Yes.
I mean, little kids grow up singing and dancing in the Philippines way more than they did in Atlanta, Georgia. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
And it's incredible. One of my favorite viral clips, actually, is of those 3 kids who sing Listen from Dreamgirls.
Oh.
YouTube it right now. The TNT boys. It's like one of those child star moments. It'll give you chills. But anyway, of course the Filipino castmates have a huge advantage in this.
Yeah, and it was so cute, like, seeing them in the workroom. Like they said, the reason we picked each other is because we get along so well. We know each other. They were, like, kikiing in Tagalog. Like, it was just so cute to, like, see them all together. And then you've got the Brady Bunch international girls who, like, no one can choreograph a 2-step. They're, like, you know, they're on the struggle bus, which we go into then, you know, the recording session. And we're back with season 3 champion Maxi. And it's so cool that they involve, like, their reigning queen so much into the franchise.
Oh, absolutely.
Like this is your queen. Like, this is, you know, your winner. And I love that, like, they recognize that she is so talented. And
Maxi's a star and is giving pretty, you know, direct, I wouldn't say harsh critiques, but is really helping these girls. And I think my favorite moment was, of course, Something Wong. Like, giving it the full Mariah Carey moment, giving the runs, like, yeah. So funny.
My favorite was, she goes, you know, a singer just, like, recognizes another singer, like, to Maxi, and she's fully serious. And like you said, she's giving Mariah, she's giving Christina, and, like, one of the judges was like, you're giving Beyonce. And it's like, don't tell Something that. Like, you are going to inflate that ego even more than it is.
So Something Wong, of course, seems to crush it with the vocals, but when they're doing the choreography, she also takes the lead, which is always a risk to take the leadership role, and it's a mess. Like, the other you know, girl group members are struggling to keep up with the choreo, and it's sort of foreboding that it's not going to work out in the end for some.
Yeah, and it's hard because, like, they said that they were, like, adjusting the choreography to accommodate all the girls. Like, some specifically calls out Yuha and says that, like, she was the reason they had to, like, reblock the entire thing. And, like, you know, that's the role you took on. You said you wanted to be choreographer, so, like, you better make a routine that can accommodate your girls.
So when we hit the main stage, and I'm like, okay, the international girls pulled it out. Like, it's not terrible, until the Filipino girls come in and you're like, oh, night and day.
They literally looked like the Avengers. Like, the Filipino girls, like, in this, like, gorgeous neon yellow, like, just, like, are so together, so
Bring It
tight.
Ding looked incredible.
Yes.
I was like, who is that? She looked like a K-pop star.
It was absolutely amazing. And I mean, I knew in that moment, I was like, okay, like, we know who's going to do it. But like you said, the international girls did serve it. I will say, in the final Masters, Something Wong actually sounded not bad. Like, the auto-tune was working in that.
Oh, yeah. I thought all the verses are great. I really liked Arizona Brandy's vape couture verse. I mean, she looks so cool, but she pulls out the vape in the middle of it and blows smoke, you know, is lip syncing and then blows smoke. I don't condone smoking or vaping. You don't want to get popcorn lung. But she killed it.
Yeah, I think my fave was probably Kiana. I mean, she, like, the flow was immaculate. Like, just her, like, rapping abilities. And of course, she, like, slams to the ground, just goes, like, I'm just like, again.
Oh, just a death drop split.
Casual. Let me just, like, break the stage. But amazing.
Also,
Loved
Kiana
it.
is sort of a dorky little boy out of drag.
And then she's like a firecracker hot, like, show in drag. Absolutely obsessed with
If she doesn't win the
duality.
whole thing, I'll be surprised at this point. But this is only episode 2.
I know. So we get into the runway now, and I was excited about this category when they announced it. It was Tech Couture, which I thought, you know, that was going to be, like, futuristic. Like, maybe there was going to be, like, some, like, animatronic, electronic aspects to these
Sure.
outfits, which some of them there were, but others I was like, did they all get the same prompt? Like, I was confused.
I didn't actually know half of them were animatronic or robotic at all.
Yeah.
It was like, just artificial wind and like there was some, motions. It was a little bit like, I know they were trying to go for like future tech, but it was giving a little bit like Chuck E. Cheese animatronic. Some of these motions were like, and so I wasn't totally into this look, or this runway challenge, but some of the looks were really good.
I know. Did you have a favorite?
Yes, my favorite was Venus's, which wasn't even that animated, but like the fishnet looked so good. She kind of had like a biblical,
Like I would say Mary Magdalene.
yes,
100%.
Mary Magdalene, and then she drops the bowl of fish, and they're all flopping, and I was like, that is a cool way to incorporate some batteries.
It was awesome. Yeah, she looked so beautiful. Again, I'm just so captivated by like her face.
The
like
smile.
The smile is like
Anne Hathaway.
it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
So yeah, she just looked amazing. Just looked like this siren goddess. Absolutely obsessed. My fave, everyone can probably guess, Kiana. I'm like, sorry guys, sorry. Maybe things will change in the season.
The all
but,
white
like,
look, the cherry blossoms.
it was so good. It like there was motion to it. She looked like a sea anemone. Like she just had this just like ethereal like goddess look to her. Just fantastic.
And there was a cool narrative behind it, which is like in the future, nature's going to take over.
Yeah.
So she had this sort of zombie face, but with this very beautiful dress. It was cool. Very cool.
I really liked it.
But wait, Yuha, our American girl. I mean,
Girl.
this disadvantage having to pack an animatronic outfit into your suitcase, but I guess hers broke.
But then what did she?
TSA had their way with it. They were like, so she had to like improvise, and hers wasn't even animated or tech. So she acted like a robot, which is really funny. That's what I would do. I'd be like, hey, nothing to see here. I'm just a robot. Nothing to see here. I'm a tech drag queen.
Yeah. Yeah, poor you. I mean, girl, we'll still stand by you, but I was a little concerned this episode. So then Mama Pao decides to get a little dirty, a little controversial as she announces, the girls who are safe, and then we get our tops and bottoms. She immediately says, was there anyone who dragged your team down? So we've got the 3 girls on the international side. 2 of them say something. They were like, she was the choreographer, like, she was the reason we flopped.
Throw her under the bus.
And immediately she was upset. She throws Yuha under the bus, calls her out. And then you go over to the Filipino girls and they're like, actually, we had no one. Like, we were all so perfect that no one dragged us down. We all lifted each other up. And Mama Pao wasn't having it really.
No, and I actually loved how sarcastic she was with all the like pageant answers. Mama Pao would go, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not what I was looking for.
No.
She came for dirt, and she was getting like, the platter of like, everything's fine.
Those are our pageant girls. They give a nice congenial answer.
But to be fair, the Filipino girls really did crush it this week.
It was so like seeing the like aerial shot of the girls even before they announced who was top and bottom of like the international versus the Filipino girls. Every girl on the Philippine side killed their look. Like, it was so gorgeous. They understood the assignment. And then you've got Ronald McDonald, Crackadoodle McGee, international girls. They all got 6 different prompts, and 6 different runways.
And to be fair, different heights too, which when you're a girl group, it's really hard to blend in when you've got Something Wan is like 8 feet tall. Ivory Glaze is also very tall. And then some of the girls are so short. I mean, the girl from France is like itty bitty.
Kitty Space.
Kitty Space is literally half the size of Something Wong. So it's hard to blend. It's hard to blend them all in. And this is the challenge that always gets me with Drag Race is like the girl group. It's like we know right away when it's not in sync.
I know.
It's hard to be Destiny's Child. It's hard to be Blackpink. They rehearse a shit ton.
Yeah.
These girls got like an hour.
I know. They made it work. Make it work. So then we get our top 2, which is Viñas and Arizona. I would say it was worth it. I mean, I would have liked to see Kiana in the top, but
I was surprised Kiana was safe, but Arizona Brandy's red look was really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that looked like something kind of that did have that futuristic element to it, like a battle armor, while also having the the motion, battery powered motion. That was very cool.
Yeah, so I'm happy with that. And then our bottom two were Something Wong and Ivory Glaze. I love it. They go back into the workroom right before they come out to do the final lip sync, and it's Hurricane Something Wong. Like, she comes in, this is fucking bullshit. She is so mad, rips off her like whatever outfit she was wearing, and just was like so mad. Like she was the one who said, she was like, if you take the role of the choreographer, you are going to be the first one to get thrown under the bus. And guess where you ended up, girl? Under the bus, first class seat. Like, it's just what it was. And then
she gave a very long monologue, was basically not asking for. Last week, she was begging to be saved with a sob story. This week, she was like, you could do whatever the you want.
She
send me home.
Literally was like, you snakes, you bitches, you hoes. I was like, damn. She's like, yeah, whatever. I don't care.
And Ivory Glaze was so like, scared to be sent home, actually mixed up her words and was like, basically said, send me home. Pick my lipstick. I mean, don't pick my lipstick. I mean,
yeah.
And so that was, there was some tension. That was like their little untucked moment backstage. And then meanwhile, on the stage, we've got the two top winners lip syncing for their legacy, and they have to send someone home. And the song was called XL.
Yeah, by the Thai Italian singer Sylvie. Is she on your Spotify Wrapped?
She is not, but the song was empowering, Yeah. You're an S, you're an M, you're an L, a small, medium, large, but you really, at the end of the day, want an XL.
Period.
I do not get it.
Size queen.
I don't totally get it, but I think Meghan Trainor should cover it. It just feels like a Meghan Trainor song.
She could do a rebrand like Jojo Siwa. So my favorite moment in the lip sync. Did you notice how Arizona brought out her bleached Birkin bangs for round 2? Literally, the song starts, pulls them out, slaps them on, but they're blonde. She bleached them.
That's right.
It's so good.
It's a callback.
It's so good.
Well, what about when Venus held up this little thing that I could not figure out what it was? I actually thought it was a douche. I thought it was like a joke about douching because the song's about a large
yeah.
And then it turns out it's a tiny hand with a middle finger.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was like a crystal. I don't know what she was doing.
I had to rewind that.
She was doing like voodoo on Arizona.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was happening. So we end up finding out that Venus ended up winning, with her middle finger.
This felt right.
She served it.
So sadly, one of the girls had to go packing. And the lipstick that was pulled was Something Wong.
No!
And I'm devastated.
No!
Big mistake. The producer should have intervened.
End of an era. A short-lived justice for some. I'm taking off my Joella badge for the season. I'm putting justice for some. I don't know. Maybe we'll get a twist and she'll come back. But
yes.
I don't know. Give us something. We need her more. We need her back on our screen immediately.
And speaking of big personalities, we actually had Monet X Change come into the studio.
Yes.
Sidebar, next week, we're going to take a 1 week off.
Just 1 week, guys. I know we said we're going to be here every episode, but we will. We'll be back.
But we have an amazing interview with, Drag Race superstar, one of the top probably 5 of the whole franchise.
That's right.
Monet X Change.
Yes. She came in. She did a little episode of Confession Cube. She spilled about Drag Race. She spilled about traders. She spilled about everything. So you guys tune in, come back on Wednesday like you normally would for a Work Room Weekly episode, and Monet will be here. She'll be our sub for the week, and then we'll be back for episode 4, and we'll see what the girls are up to.
That's right. Thanks so much for watching.
Bye.